This field was home to legends like Bolino and Staubach, the United States Naval Academy, Indianapolis, and home to the Midshipmen of Navy. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. The Roadrunners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mids offense is on the field for the first time today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage. Yeah,
if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He'll pull it down. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Horvath. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, midshipman! First points of the day are on the board.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The offense changing the play. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man. It's Hutchison. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bryant. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Wants to throw. It's Horvath. Here's the pressure. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7.
It's nice to have a running back at the quarterback spot, a guy that can make that second play. Looks like a pass. What can he do? He turns it into a run, finds the end zone, gets the two-point conversion.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So UTSA's offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like that.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Boy, was he well protected. Finally, lets one go to the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Roadrunners are on the move. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Roadrunners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the marker. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UTSA!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Makes a move. He steps out of bounds across the 30 at the 33-yard line. Nice work there by the return team. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It is a great equalizer, a way for the midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game.
He's loose. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Gonna run it. It's Henry. They stripped it out. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Back to pass, it's McCown. Fires to the big fella. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. And the Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And Navy will go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on second down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To the air on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Turning on the Jets. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. From the gun to give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Horvat. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They're facing a third down. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on second down. On the run, still looking. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Got a man, it's Henry. Still on his feet at the 25. It's a seam wide open. There he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. Steamrolls his way ahead. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Bring in the heat. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And we are tied here in the second quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker U, anything is possible. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nebraska. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Horvath. Catch in the middle, it's Kent. Still on his feet at the 45. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Breaks the tackle. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got 1. He stopped at the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. DBs will try to keep everything in front. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
and sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Looking left. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Roadrunners want to crank the tempo. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out. But listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now they take the lead. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Navy offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Now sliding to his left. He'll get rid of it. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. He makes the catch. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22. To the air. It's Horvath. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got
time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. And we're locked up here in the 3rd.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Slithers into space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. Nice move to keep running. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. Still running at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line, and that is why explosive plays can change games. Thanks to grab. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the second down as we open the final stanza. Unloads quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Roadrunners! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
That's a ball that offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
The midshipman trying to sail way forward on. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Back to throw, it's Woodson. Going to try to get it himself. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards. Now for the first down.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Gets rid of it. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, midshipman. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. on the run. It's Henry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Roadrunners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's McCown. Moves away as he feels pressure. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Roadrunners look to keep this drive humming. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. Running into the open space. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finding open areas. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The Roadrunners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. And Navy will go back on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Moving out of the pocket. He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he reels it in inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it into the house, but they got him at the 24. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Horvath. Rushes on him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. Still looking on the move. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd and goal coming up. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
How about that turn of events for the defense? Not only do they force the fumble and jump on it, creating a massive momentum shift, but they're already in field goal range where they stand right now to break this tie.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking for room. It's Bryant. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
Well, they run it right up the middle to try to give their kicker a good angle, and here we go. This is all you can ask for if you're the kicker, an opportunity to go win the game. The ball's right in the middle of the field. You got to go do your job.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Navy! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously you want to do everything you can to make it as short a Hail Mary as possible, right? So try to get a chunk right here before you have to take, Jesse, that big shot to the end zone.
And you know they're already dialing up that shot play, right? Who has the best hands on offense? Who has the best size? Who can go up high point the football and win you this game?
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To throw, it's McCown. That's caught. It's Thomas. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Last chance coming up. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.